It was very cliche because എൻ്റെ പേര് ആദ്യമായിട്ട് ന്യൂസ് പേപ്പറിൽ വന്നത് മുംബൈ അണ്ടർ 14 വേണ്ടി സെലക്ഷനും ക്രിക്കറ്റ് കളിച്ചിട്ടാണ് വന്നത്. സോ ഐ ഓൾവേസ് തോട്ട് ദാറ്റ് ഐ ആം ബോണ്ട് ടു ബി എ ക്രിക്കറ്റർ ലൈക്ക് എവറി ഇന്ത്യൻ ബോയ്. ഐ വാസ് ഇൻ ടു മാരത്തൺ, ഐ വാസ് ഇൻ ടു സ്പ്രിൻറ്റ്സ് ആൻഡ് ലോങ് ജംപ്സ്. ഭയങ്കര സ്പോർട്ട് ഓറിയൻറ്റഡ് ലൈഫായിരുന്നു. സോ ദാറ്റ്സ് വൈ മൈ ഇനീഷ്യൽ സ്കൂൾ ഡേയ്സിലെ ഇമേജസ് ആർ I was a quite athletic kid. വീട്ടിൽ my mom was very keen on me being a sports guy. She wanted me to join the army. Somewhere by 17-18 I also understood that I was very keen into literature. Subjects ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. Like when I was in school, Gujarati, Hindi, English, history was I was very Sanskrit പഠിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. So ഇതിലെല്ലാം stories and prose and poetries and വരുമ്പോൾ I was very very into it. ഒരു particular point then I started and I realized that I've written 30-40 odd poetries. I've already written 5 to 6 scripts for myself. Okha Expressly ഇരിക്കുമ്പോൾ there was this people who used to come to me and say, why are you going to Kerala every time? So I said, I have a meeting. So it used to take me 4 days from here to there. അപ്പോൾ തൃശ്ശൂർ ഇറങ്ങുമ്പോൾ I would call them. They will not pick my call. Panic starts. Then I'll text, I'll call, I'll text and call, and suddenly they'll say Calicut. And now my problem is that I have to go back in 2 days because I don't have more than 7 days leave. So I go there. Then I was told meeting cancelled, and I would never tell them I'm coming from Gujarat, fearing that every enne vilikilla. So again there is a 4 day of travel of hopelessness. Again I'll come back and sometimes Thrissur ettarumbol avaru parayum innu meeting illa. And now I'm coming from Ahmedabad, and every time I used to come, my friends would say, this time ab to kuch hoga, matlab karenge kuch. And I don't know what kept me going, and that's what I'm saying. Idindekke edayil I always thought of that 18-year-old, that what made you choose this thing? Why Unni ninakku idu oru cinema cheyan engane thoni? Because nobody from the industry or family, I mean I don't have any people from the industry, so anke guidance undarnilla. I have no regrets for that because whatever trial and error I have done is my biggest arrogance and my biggest swag is that every damn decision is taken by Unni Mukundan. Every damn decision in the career of 12 years. Nobody can come and say that even idu cheyidu ingane. I used to sit and think, should I do it or not, should I do it? This is it. And some things have worked and some things have not worked. And ഈ എനർജി ഡിപ്പ് ആകുമ്പോൾ ഇങ്ങനത്തെ ഇഷ്യൂസൊക്കെ വന്നപ്പോൾ I always felt that I should be like that guy who was very adamant. Because it's not easy. എനിക്കറിയില്ല നിങ്ങൾ ട്രെയിനിൽ എത്ര പേര് ഇങ്ങനെ യാത്ര ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടെന്ന്. That is 4 days down the line when you travel and the moment you come that your meeting is being cancelled. I know people who 5 minutes late ആകുമ്പോൾ the kind of feedback I get. Oh, I was waiting for 5 years. 5 minutes wait. So I like to be on time. I know the value of time. So എൻ്റെ മൂവിയുടെ ഷൂട്ടിംഗ് ആണെങ്കിൽ I make it a point that you have to be on time. If I am on time, you should be on time. And I have had issues with certain people who have said, you're just being too strict. This is not how you should need to have some freedom. I said, no, if you work with Unni Mukundan, you should be on time. This thing somewhere down the line hit me, and I told my parents that I would want to experience it. And I am just very thankful to my parents that though my family was going through a lot of financial stuff and problems, my father and my mother were for some good reason told me that you should try. How? No idea. But our support on the like I was just talking to the gentleman, he was just quite disappointed as to he was not able to reach a certain star. I said, you are in Indian Express, you are here. One question to a certain guy, you will get the star's number. I'm damn sure. So you're not putting that effort which is needed. I totally take off your claim that you have put in an effort. He would have tried, but what a madness. So I was in Gujarat and I used to travel like it took me 5 days. Okha Lamba Express.
With the post college.
Just 12th I started coming. By the time I was very clear, in 3 months I left college. My amma is a teacher. I thought it would be very difficult to convince her that how to not continue my studies, because first day of college I told her I'm gold medalist. 3 months down the line I understood I'm not built for this thing. And then I told my father. He got me Lohidas sir's address. I wrote him a letter. I wrote him a registered letter. He liked my handwriting. He called me. By the time I left my college, So I started to work as a call center guy. Then 2.5 years I did 6 jobs, right from teaching tally to doing KPO industry, BPO industry, all of that. I did all of that. But meanwhile I used to accumulate leaves. ആ ലീവ് സമയത്ത് ഞാൻ ഇവരെ വിളിക്കും. ആൻഡ് ലോയി സാറുമായിട്ട് കണക്ട് ആയപ്പോൾ ഇറ്റ് വാസ് വെരി ഈസി ഫോർ മീ. Because he was a very, I think one guy who was very instrumental in me pursuing my dream of being someone who from the industry is because he was too kind and too good as an individual. Because coming from Gujarat back then, and just the fact that I'm a Malayali matra undarunnu, but it was entirely true blue Gujarati way of dealing things and everything was Guju. But he appreciated the fact that I putting in effort. I remember എന്നോട് ചോദിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു, why do you want to get into movies? അപ്പോൾ is it the money and the fame? ഈ രണ്ടും I was not very keen, and I asked him like, can you explain what is it? Because ഈ money, overflow of money I have never seen in my life. Like പൈസ കൂടിയത് കൊണ്ട് what are the facilities that you get, I don't know. Back then I never knew about it. And what is being famous നമ്മുടെ കുടുംബത്തിൽ ആർക്കും അറിയില്ല. You mean meeting people and or that is not the catch. My catch is that I want to do something in my life. And you being in Ottapalam and Thrissur, you are the best guy because I can't travel across Kerala, so my father gave you your number. ഇങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ തുടങ്ങി വന്നതിന് തൊട്ട് and everything, one movie after the other helped me a lot. Too many things. If you go back, it is a 18-year-old story that I'm narrating. I was 18 when I met Louis sir. I'm 36 today. And everything from the scratch is built by hard work and madness. It is more after a lot of things that have happened in and around me. What I've understood is that I feel exactly like that 18-year-old. Somewhere I was like, എനിക്ക് തോന്നി ഞാൻ കുറച്ച് ഇങ്ങനെ എനിക്ക് ആഗ്രഹം ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു ഒരു സിനിമ ചെയ്യണമെന്ന്. The day I did the film, my glucose spike എന്ന് പറയില്ലേ, it went down. It's like, okay, you wanted to do a film, you have done it. Now what? So there was no plan. The plan was always to do a film. It was too quick for me. I mean, അങ്ങനെ ഒരു സിനിമ ചെയ്തപ്പോൾ then there was no plan. So how to build a career? ഇത് പറയാനോ ചോദിക്കാനോ ചിന്തിക്കാൻ പോലും നമുക്ക് ഐഡിയ ഉണ്ട്. So I was just going with the flow. Suddenly a movie came, Mallu Singh. ഞാൻ അത് റിജക്ട് ചെയ്ത സിനിമ Mallu Singh. I had walked out of the room. I said it was a stupid story. What is it? Somebody ഇവിടെ നാട്ടിൽ ആർക്കും ഭയങ്കര പ്രശ്നമായിട്ട് പഞ്ചാബി പോയിട്ട് ഈസ് ബിക്കം പഞ്ചാബി ആൻഡ് ഈസ് ഹിറ്റിംഗ് പീപ്പിൾ ആൻഡ് കമ്മിങ് ബാക്ക് അഗൈൻ ഈസ് ഹിറ്റിംഗ് ദ സെയിം പീപ്പിൾ. യു കുഡ് ഹാവ് ഹിറ്റ് ഇറ്റ് ബിഫോർ ഗോയിങ് ബാക്ക് ടു ഇഫ് ഹി ഈസ് കേപ്പബിൾ ഇനഫ്. അപ്പോൾ എനിക്കറിയാം വൈശാഖേട്ടനും സൈദ് ചേട്ടനൊക്കെ യു ഡോണ്ട് അണ്ടർസ്റ്റാൻഡ് എനിത്തിങ് അല്ലേ ചേച്ചി. I said no, it's a very poor story, I am going എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. Then a certain reporter called me and he told me that I heard you were offered Mallu Singh and you denied it. It's a good decision, it's too early for you to handle such role. That was the only thing that made me took up the role. I called them again, I said I think I should do it. Somebody told me that I'll end by the time I finish the movie. And that movie became a huge hit. ഞാൻ പക്ഷേ 9 മാസം I went back to Gujarat. Because there was no എന്താ പറയുക ഒരു ഡ്രൈവ് എന്ന് പറയില്ല, ഒരു ജെന്യുവിൻ ഡ്രൈവ് ടു what am I supposed to do എന്നൊരു സാധനം ഉണ്ടല്ലോ. എപ്പോഴും I will always feel what do you want to do with films? ഭയങ്കര ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ് ചോദ്യമാണ്. I don't want to be in the rat race. I don't want to be in a loop. There is already a loop around me. I can feel it because there is no personal life. There is no lot of things is not exactly how it should be. For I don't know if I can call myself young, but for a young actor, I think ഒരു സക്സസ്സിന് വേണ്ടി the cost is too high. And maybe the way things have evolved in the last 5 years, I am feeling the heat. So I thought if you have to go down, you have to make sure then the other person also feels the heat. That's when I thought the COVID break really helped me. And it was I started reading, writing. I started to experience why I wanted to do films. What was the reason that I asked my father that എനിക്ക് സിനിമ ചെയ്യണം. I wanted to revisit that feel, and the moment I got it, I think my intention is very important. Like getting into a cricket team is very easy. Surviving the team is tough. അതേപോലെ സിനിമയിൽ വരാമെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എനിക്ക് എന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു I think the most easiest profession to get into is movies. Can you make money out of it is it's a $1 million question, because nobody's going to pay you if you're not good. Then can you survive it, and how far you want to go? ഇതൊക്കെ ചോദ്യങ്ങളാണ്, because you can deliver hits after hits. After a hit, they want you to do another hit, then they want you to do the similar hit, then they want you to do the same thing. So നിങ്ങൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യും എന്നൊരു ഭയങ്കര ഒരു ചോദ്യം വരും. In between, if you have a problematic, I feel I have been told to believe that I'm a problematic guy, and then I started questioning myself, like, if there is so many things going in and around me, there has to be some problem in me. And I had to come to a conclusion that there is absolutely nothing wrong with me. I am just being very honest about myself. And
problematic outspoken ആയിട്ട് സംസാരിക്കുന്ന അതിന്റെയാണോ? Because
speak your mind freely. I understood what are minority problems എന്ന് എനിക്ക് ഫീൽ ചെയ്യാൻ തുടങ്ങി. In a place wherein the majority doesn't think the way you think, then you automatically a wrong guy, regardless of facts. So my silence was too loud എന്ന് തോന്നിപ്പോയി എനിക്ക് ചില സമയത്ത്. Sometimes I maintained silence. Too many things happening, you still there. ഇപ്പോൾ randomly പറയാം. I think ഈ ഇലക്ഷനിൽ ആര് മത്സരിക്കുന്ന ലിസ്റ്റ് വരുന്നവരെ I was the guy. Every top media, online media, social media was carrying it. Now there is no news about it. So every damn place I used to go, there were people who would say, I will vote for you. Then people would ask me, why are you getting into it? You are too young. Then there are people who said lot of things. And I was said, dude, who's creating it? അപ്പോൾ എനിക്കിതിൽ മനസ്സിലായ ഒറ്റ കാര്യമുള്ളൂ, it is so easy to damn fool the entire society. The medium has been so brutally abused. Especially the surge of social media എന്ന് പറയാൻ പറ്റില്ല. It's a very good tool. I use it to my knowledge, but it is uncontrolled ഒരു weaponry പോലെയാണ്. Like they have for some forces, or I don't know what it is, they are using it to good extent, in a way that at least they are able to reach a large number of people. One person believing the news is job done for them. And
feelers വല്ലതും ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു?
Sorry?
ഈ പറഞ്ഞ പത്തനംതിട്ട അവിടെ any sort of feelers that came to you, or with one day newsல കണ്ടപ്പോഴാണ് ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു സംഭവം?
That is regardless of what happens in my life, how is it on the news? ഞാൻ എന്താ പറയുന്നത്, can you back it up? ഇപ്പം ഞാൻ പറയട്ടെ, I would have really appreciated if all the medias would come across and say that, oh sorry, this guy's name was wrongly dragged. We are sorry, why was his name put in? When nobody from the political front, nobody's putting a word. People who are against me, with me, or Illuminatis, whatever, nobody's saying a thing, but my name is everywhere. അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ മനസ്സിലാക്കിയത്, ഇത് ഞാനൊരു കോട്ട് ചെയ്ത ഒരു ഇൻസ്റ്റൻസ് പറഞ്ഞു, easy for you to connect. There's so many things happen. So many things. At 27 I was having 8 legal cases against me. At 27, the time when I really wanted to like enjoy all the effort that I had put in it, life completely changed. At 34 I came out of it like clean, I mean, of everything. I can only say Unni Mukundan idil pettu adil pettu mattedai idai. Nobody came out to say that this guy was innocent in every damn case. So then I understood, okay, it's a life journey, and the kind of pressure that the situation had, idellam ചെയ്തു വന്നിട്ട് is when I started to make sure that few things started affecting me, and then നമ്മുടെ ഫോക്കസ് തിരിച്ചു കൊണ്ടുവരാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് books and literature, and I watch very less movies, to be very honest. Even after സിനിമയിൽ എത്തിയതിന് ശേഷവും സിനിമ കാണുന്ന പരിപാടി വളരെ കുറവാണ്.